So pauldrons. Pauldrons are so obnoxious. Perfect. Basically, before you're like, oh, I will make pauldron, make sure you go into it knowing how you're going to attach it. Because for me, I didn't have just a piece of armor, like a body armor that I could plop it down onto with some velcro, which is probably what you'll do if you do have a piece that goes up. But in this case, I had a nice flowing cape, and a cape doesn't really stay so sturdy. Let's take a look, shall we? Giant cape, giant cape, giant, giant, giant cape. So you want to make sure you aren't putting too much strain on everything when you carry it around. So make sure you, don't do that. Make sure you lift underneath them with the fabric. You can see here, they are attached. Grace, beauty, everything in between. Pauldron A, pauldron B, also pauldron C, and D, and E, and F, because there are 6. Now, to help keep them steady, because obviously with all this weight, they're gonna be flip-flopping around, I have this going on. So underneath both sides, I have a piece of elastic attached to the cape. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stick my arm through it, shove my arm through it, put it up. There we go. Same on the other side. This will add a little bit of stability, and then when you rotate about, you can easily pull them into place because the elastic will know where it's supposed to be. Now the other aspect of this is they're all attached both to themselves and here. Well, I shouldn't say all. The top one is definitely attached to both. Pauldron goodness. Now I can move, they can fall on the side, and I go smack. Get into place, fam. So, how does that happen? That has to do with how they're pieced together. Here we have the attachments to the cape. You're looking at it from the front view. So, this is my left shoulder. You'll see, here's the shortest one, second one, and the third one. You'll also notice there are these elastics between each one. So this is connected to that one. This one is connected to this one using some elastics, velcro, and D-rings. And it is anchored at a couple different points. So that was point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4. So I have 3 up on the major one, and I have 1 down on the side just for some added stability so that it stays where I want on the actual cape. Now if we look at the inner workings, there's also some elastic straps that are glued from big pauldron to medium pauldron, and then medium pauldron to small pauldron, so that they still have that natural ability to flare out like a blossoming flower, but it still keeps them together up at the top. So if I were to hold just the top, it does this. So that means I can still rotate my arms and have some natural movement between these. So get those straps up in there, and then use elastic, or elastic between these, and then velcro, that's folded already, right? Velcro to then bind against the shoulders. So you'll see here, I mean, I had 4 to undo, so I have 4 here. And it's just some simple thread that's sewn on. And you can see the underside is not very pretty. Alright, so it's lined all nice though. And that's just some paint and stuff and glue that has rubbed off on it. But I did this so I could also just wear the cape by itself. So we have this one, this one, this one, and this one. So the 3 that go to the top of the pauldron and the one on the side. So the same thing is with the right pauldron over here. So here's the one on the side. And the reason why it's down there is because it's more in line with my arm. So I'm gonna take that off. Then I have these ones. So let's de-velcro it, de-velcro it. I thought for a second I wasn't recording. Okay. There we go. Now, to show what it's like without those. So now I can still wear it without them, and it should be just fine. See? Yeah, there are the little rings on it, but whatever. It's better than Velcro, I think. So you can see where those rest. The one that's in line with the small for the arm, and the 3 to keep it anchored up on the top, which is the most important. Hope that was helpful. Taking off the elastic, holding them so it doesn't disrupt the threads. Take them off. Ta-da! Okay guys, that's all I had. Feel free to ask any questions. Have a great day.